Good evening, Cougar fans, and welcome in as we are set for Game 2 of our two-game doubleheader. It's the visiting Coyotes of Cal State San Bernardino taking on your hometown Cougars of Cal State San Marcos. As we are just about set for tip, it'll be the Coyotes first in possession as the lights turn back on inside the Sports Center. Just underway, Cal State San Marcos taking on Cal State San Bernardino. San Bernardino coming in with a record of 3-1 overall, taking on the Cougars, who come in with a record of 4-2 overall, 0-1 in conference play as they played a conference game at Humboldt State, a game that San Marcos dropped to the Lumberjacks 89-78. That was on the 26th of November. As it'll be the Cougars opening up in their first offensive possession. It'll be in the hands of Ethan Alvano. It's the normal five for the Cougars. Ethan Alvano will run the floor. He's the point guard, the commander-in-chief. He's along with Tyson Kiger and Josh Spears, the sharpshooters on the outside, and the big man down low, Joe Boyd, as well as Nick Powis, as Boyd will miss his first shot of the night. It'll be San Bernardino to bring it up the floor. No points from either side on their first offensive possession of the night. And this one just a jumper, and hitting it right away is Everett Turner. Everett Turner, a transfer from Cal State Dominguez Hills. He hits the first shot of the night, 2-0, as Alvano's pass was not tipped but thrown out of bounds. And San Marcos will get back defensively. Everett Turner plays and starts in every game for San Bernardino. Plays the most minutes out of anybody on the floor. He averages 32 minutes a game from the field, shooting just 31%, averaging 9.8 points per game. As this will be a kickball and stay with San Bernardino here. Just underway. Unlike the women's games, it'll be two halves for San Marcos, for the men's. Whereas the women's go 4 10-minute quarters, the men's go 2 20-minute halves, as this rebound will be pulled down from Joe Boyd. He'll be the rebounding guy for San Marcos. He comes in, transfer from Cal State Fullerton, has been great in his first year with San Marcos, as nifty handles from Powis went around his back and draws a foul. But you look at Joe Boyd, who's played and started in every game for San Marcos, averaging 10.5 rebounds and 11.7 points a game, as Joe Boyd has got it done very well for San Marcos here in the beginning stages of the season, as the Cougars welcome the Coyotes for their first conference opener of the season and the first conference home game inside the Sports Center, as Alvano will drive, kicks it out, finds Kiger. Good ball movement from San Marcos, trying to get it into the post and let Joe Boyd go to work. Backing down his defender, puts it in the right hand, jump hook's good. And the first two of the night for Joe Boyd as he just muscles his way down, backs him in. And Joe Boyd puts the Cougars on the board here at 2 apiece. Again, averaging a double-double on the season is Joe Boyd, as he will be the player to watch for San Marcos, as well as Ethan Alvano, averaging 19 points this season, 3 rebounds, and leads the team in assists as well, as he has been played extremely well for San Marcos, as Turner once again bangs home a 3, and Everett Turner has the first 5 points of the night for San Bernardino in a 5-2 lead, as Alvano slips over a screen. Powis will hold it at the perimeter and find Spears. Spears finds it inside. Powis has it poked away. It'll stay with San Marcos. When you look at the Cougars, they're shooting 48% as a team from the three-point line, as they come in, outscoring their opponents 81.5-70 here this season, as Alvano's inbound pass will find Joe Boyd. It'll be Alvano getting it back and setting up the offense, as Alvano will drive, got his defender in the air with 7 on the shot clock. Ethan Alvano bangs home a 3. Good-looking shot from the lefty, and Alvano clapping his hands, willing his team here a 5-5 score. As Everett Turner's got all 5 for San Bernardino. It's Joe Boyd with 2 and now a 3 from Ethan Alvano and a 3 from San Bernardino. Off the mark, Alvano will grab a rebound and run the floor. Alvano, quick burst of speed, finds Powis. Jump shot from Powis is short. Rebounds pulled down from Sanborn, Blake McBride, and quickly up the floor, here comes Everett Turner. As he'll slow it down and set up the offense. Turner gets it back, quick shot, front of the iron, not there. Long rebound will trickle all the way out to Blake McBride. And McBride will put a fresh 30 on the clock for San Bernardino. A tough break for San Marcos as that ball just kind of squirted out. No one near it had a chance on it, and McBride just picked it up. And going to work inside was Dorian Butler. Can't finish. A rebound for San Marcos, and back-to-back stops now defensively as Alvano will quickly blow past his defender, take it to the rack, hang in the air, won't get the finish, but a good a good move from Ethan Alvano as there looked to be some contact. Nothing was called. And Alvano played on as Powis will pick up the loose ball, bounce past the Kiger, has some space, leaves it for Boyd, and a alley-oop opportunity just missed as Tyson Kiger threw it up and let the big man go get it. And Joe Boyd just mishandled what would have been a pretty nice little alley-oop from San Marcos as Powis, deep 3, Powis short, off the iron, Boyd tips it out, keeps possession. Spears quickly inside. Powis with the left hand. A good move from the big man and a good find from Josh Spears. A sharpshooter from the perimeter. He can let him fly with the best of them. But a quick look inside and rewards Powis for getting open underneath. As Spears now battles and gets a rebound. Shades his defender off and finds Alvano on the outlet. Alvano has Kiger to his left. Finds him. Gets it to Powis. Powis will find Spears. Just about everyone on the floor now has touched the ball for San Marcos. Boyd, one step, falling away, and a jumper for Joe Boyd. And Joe Boyd having some fun underneath here tonight. Boyd's got 4 of the team's first 9. And now he's just demanding the most out of his defender, Dorian Butler. And Joe Boyd going at one another here early on. It's going to be a foul on Cal State San Marcos. It'll be a foul on Ethan Alvano. It'll be the first foul of the game for San Marcos. First personal for Ethan Alvano. So out of the timeout, 14:07 left to play here in the opening half. San Marcos leading 9-5. As the Cougars have been led offensively from Joe Boyd. He's gone 2 of 4 from the field. He's got 4 early points as San Marcos has dipped into their bench here with 14 minutes left to play. As they come out of the timeout with Ethan Alvano, Joe Boyd, Cody Johnson, Josh Spears, and Dayton Body off the bench for San Marcos. As this will be Joe Boyd now setting a screen and letting Body muscle his way underneath. Boyd now pops out for a 3, and Joe Boyd, nothing but net. Joe Boyd, 7 points to start this one. A good-looking shot from the big man, Joe Boyd. Again, he comes in averaging a double-double, over 11 points and over 10 rebounds a game. Is this a strong move inside, a good finish from Kaleem Perkins. And Perkins, the leading scorer for San Bernardino, averaging 16 points per game. And showing just why there, creates his own offense and finishes for San Bernardino as Josh Spears, don't get him started. Spears drains a 3, his first of the night, and San Marcos hanging on to a 15-7 lead. But Josh Spears, one that loves to shoot the 3 ball just like Tyson Kiger. And when you shoot them as well as they do, you can see why you enjoy watching those two shoot it from the perimeter as Alvano will use a double screen, one from Johnson, one from Boyd. Takes it to the right side, and a good pass inside from Boyd. Johnson can't finish, but Joe Boyd setting up some good offense for Cal State San Marcos. Johnson would love to have that one back, but a good play inside and extremely valuable when you can have a big man like Joe Boyd not only average 10.5 rebounds and get it done offensively on the interior, But we've seen him also pop out, hit a three, and now trying to get his team involved on the passing side of things. As it's San Bernardino setting up offense with 12:15 left to play. It's a deep three off the front of the iron, and Johnson will pull down a rebound. Two starters on the floor, three bench players for San Marcos. Brian Wright, Johnson, Boyd, Dayton Body, and Josh Spears hanging out in the corner. 15 on the shot clock as Spears will get it from Johnson. Not much space on the left side for San Marcos. His Body will switch it back. A drive from Spears, hanging in the air, using the glass, can't get the roll. And a good drive from Spears, just unable to get the result he wanted. But San Marcos having some success early on here in the first half. Now just trying to finish it, as this one a three from Nolan Kelly. Karam's off the rim and out of play. It'll be San Marcos basketball. And with 11:36 left to play, we're going to have another media timeout on the floor. Good shooting and good defense to open this one up from San Marcos. They need to finish in 7. They've shot 43% from the field, but you look at the flip side, San Bernardino shooting just 21.4% from the field early on here, as the defense has been out and playing spectacular here for San Marcos early on. As Dayton Body just going to work underneath. Hasn't gotten the ball, but he is toying around with his defender, Kaleem Perkins, under there. His Body off the mark. Second ball will come down to Sam Byrne, as Everett Turner will slow it down. Turner's got 5 of the team's first 7, and now it's going to be a foul underneath from San Bernardino. An off-ball foul called on Dorian Butler, and for Butler, that'll be his first personal. And it's going to be a substitution for San Marcos, as Ethan Alvano will check in for the Cougars. Josh Spears checks out for San Marcos, as it's Alvano along with Joe Boyd, Dayton Body, Cody Johnson, and Brian Wright for San Marcos. Quick move. Once again, going up high and avoiding the screen. As Body will drive, kicks it out to Boyd. Plenty of traffic around Joe Boyd. Steps back, tried to separate himself, forced the shot well off the mark, and a rebound pulled down from the Coyotes. Good move inside as Eli Brown just worked his way through some traffic, and even Eli Brown has his first 2 of the night. And it's made it a 15-9 score with Alvano in possession. He'll find the big man in Johnson, who had it poked away. It falls right to Brian Wright. San Marcos sets up offense, 12 on the shot clock, as it's in the hands of Alvano. Good help. Wright, drive, picks up his dribble. Johnson kicks it inside. Boyd will have 2 on the shot clock, forces a tough shot up. Rebound pulled down from San Bernardino, and a couple empty trips down the floor for San Marcos. 6-point score, 15-9, a drive from Everett. Blocked shot from Johnson. Unable to get a piece of it, as the rebound will come down to San Bernardino. An offensive rebound and put in. A 4-point score here out of the timeout. Much better from San Bernardino. As Alvano will have it. Trying to loosen himself from contact as he drove to the basket. It'll be a foul before then. So it'll be a substitutions for San Marcos. Nick Powis will check in, as well as Tyson Kiger, as Cody Johnson and Joe Boyd check out for San Marcos. Well played. Minutes here from Mr. Boyd and Johnson, as Wright will get it off the pass from Alvano, and Brian Wright steps right into a jumper and hits the shot for 2. Brian Wright's got his first 2 of the night. 17-11, first points for San Marcos in quite a while, as Brian Wright comes in averaging 6.5 minutes off the bench for the Cougars as he hits his first 2. And now a three-pointer off the mark and quickly getting it in transition. Bounce pass, three-pointer, Kiger off the mark, rebound pulled down. It was a good look from Kiger. He had the shot he wanted, just unable to hit it. It was a good job from Brian Wright. Picked it up and all in one motion, made his way quickly down the floor. And trying to generate some offense, as it's going to be a foul called on San Marcos. Powis will be called for the foul. It'll be substitution for Sam Byrne. Blake McBride will check back in. Everett uses a screen, now goes behind his back, fakes a spin right, curls around a defender. A couple players going down hard to the ground, including Nick Powis, who was able to get up under his own power, and it'll be an inbound pass for Sam Byrne here with 8:37 to play, 17-11. As the fans still trickling in here inside the Sports Center, we remind you the Cougars will be back in action on Saturday. It'll be homecoming here for the first time for Cal State San Marcos in program history. It'll be a home game on the campus for homecoming for Cal State San Marcos, and they'll be on the men's side taking on defending league champs Chico State, as well as the reigning CCAA Player of the Year Robert Duncan, as they come to town on Saturday. They take on UC San Diego tomorrow night as Body spins around, uses his muscle, and puts a floater in. Dayton Body, a player, again, who just loves to throw that weight around. Muscle his way inside. He's there defensively, forces a bad shot, and the rebound to Alvano. Running the floor, Alvano had it maybe blocked right there on the second chance and going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. Correction on my end. I said it was free throws upcoming for Ethan Alvano. I stand corrected. It'll be Brian Wright shooting 2 free throws for San Marcos. Again, Brian Wright has played in all 6 games to this point for the Cougars. He started in one of those for San Marcos. Brian Wright, a 6'2 junior, bounced back from Pratt Community College in his first season here at Cal State San Marcos, as are so many of these Cougars. An entire brand new starting 5 for San Marcos. Dayton Body and Tyson Kiger had been here previously, but they redshirted last season. As it'll be in the hands of Everett. Everett will find it to the left side, and Brown trying to get it down low to Phil Reed. Good defense from Powis. 4 on the shot clock. Everett forced into a tough shot. This one will carry him and bounce over the backboard. It'll be out of bounds. And it'll be an inbound pass for San Marcos. 7:23 remaining here in the opening half. Alvano, Powis, Kiger, Body, and Brian Wright for the Cougars. As Alvano started on the left side, finds a curling Kiger. Shot fake from Powis. Will take it strong and finish with the left hand. A good move from Nick Powis, generated on his own. The shot fake got his defender fooled. And a quick drive from the big man. And Powis finishing well with the left hand makes it a 10-point score at 21-11. Great defense from Alvano. He stayed with his man, even with the spin. And Phil Reed unable to clean up the mess as Kiger will find Alvano. Alvano with Everett. Stutter step, takes him to the cup. Uses the contact, puts it in. Score of the basket. Ethan Alvano, what a move inside from the talented junior, Ethan Alvano. Again, Alvano from Corona, bounce back from Eastern Michigan, averaging 19 points a game this year for San Marcos. He shot 46% coming into tonight from the field. He shot 52% from three-point land. He's already hit 1 tonight. And he finishes the three-point play the unconventional way, the foul and the free throw. And Ethan Alvano has San Marcos up 24-11 as it's Everett with the help of Body. Quickly switches back over to his man, Ramon Eaton. They try and get it inside, and Powis once again going to be called for the ticky-tack foul. And it'll be the second foul of the night for Nick Powis. And with 6:23, Powis will shake his head in disagreement and have to head to the bench. Early foul trouble with 6:20 remaining as Joe Boyd checks back in. Boyd's had 7 points in 10 minutes tonight. as he'll come in with 6:15 left to play. Staying with his man, a spin move, a difficult shot, can't finish. Spears battled for a rebound. They're going to say it was off a Coyote player and out of bounds. A good defense from Joe Boyd as Dorian Butler remains scoreless, is yet to hit a field goal. He's now 0 for 4 from the field as San Marcos big men have done a great job on Dorian Butler here tonight on the defensive side of things as Kiger goes up high, finds Joe Boyd, a great entry pass, as it was Dorian Butler trying to deny the entry pass, but Kiger just tosses it, lofts it in the air, and Boyd in transition makes the catch and goes up with it. Boyd's got 9 for the Cougars, up 26-11, and we're going to have an off-ball foul. And they're going to say it's on Ethan Alvano. It'll be Alvano's second foul. And just like Powis, Ethan Alvano is going to have to step off here with 2 early fouls in the first half. Still 5:43 remaining here in the opening half of play. McBride trapped from body, able to get some help. Gets it to the hands of Everett. Everett, statistically, maybe not their best player as far as points per game, but as far as maybe talent and minutes played, he will be their man on the floor for San Bern as he picks up another 2. And Everett Turner's got 7 of his team's 13 here in the opening half as Wright finds Spears again. They go up and over the top. Boyd has it blocked. Boyd battles, tried to finish, but Joe Boyd will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. As the foul is going to be called on Ramon Eaton. Boyd will hit the first. But it was a good job from Joe Boyd, who didn't get the initial shot to fall, but stayed with it. Cleaned up his own mess and earns 2 free throws where he capitalizes and hits them both. And a good job from Joe Boyd once again, leads all scorers now with 11. As he has shown he can get it done on just about anywhere from the floor. We've seen him go to work inside. We've seen him pop out and hit a 3. I've also seen good passing from the big man, and Joe Boyd has been the player here in the first half. Josh Spears just comes up and denies Dorian Butler. A big-time block from Spears. Good help defense as it was Butler going one-on-one on Joe Boyd. And Spears comes over, blocks it, and it'll be 8 on the shot clock for San Bernardino. Butler is going to have to force up a shot. He does. He misses. It's a loose ball, and it'll go to San Marcos here with 4:37. And now we're going to have the officials come to an agreement that it's going to stay with the team in black, San Bernardino. Nice move as it's taken to the basket from Kaleem Perkins, trying to have a big-time finish. Instead was denied. He's very slow getting back. It leaves a player wide open, and Josh Spears takes full advantage as he drills a 3. It was Perkins slow getting back after going down to the ground, and Josh Spears makes him pay for it. Out of the timeout, San Marcos leading 31-13, thanks in large part to 46% shooting from the field for Cal State San Marcos, as San Bernardino has yet to get it going from the field. They have gone just 6 for 28, shooting just 21.4% from the field, as they have struggled mightily here tonight, but that thanks to large part to the defense of Cal State San Marcos. They have been flying around the ball. They've got good help when a defender does get beat. And now it's Kaleem Perkins at the line. He'll be shooting 2. The first one hits the front of the iron. off the back and out of bounds. And with 4:02 remaining, it'll be one shot upcoming for Perkins. Perkins will hit the second, goes 1 of 2 from the stripe, and it'll be Spears and San Marcos trying to beat the press of San Bernardino as Boyd slows it down and finds Wright, who will shout out the play, and with 15 seconds get it going offensively for San Marcos as Body finds Spears. Kiger uses a screen, pop out 3, halfway down, rattles out, tipped out from Boyd, but right to the lap of San Bernardino as Everett Turner trying to get it inside. Kick ball by Brian Wright. McBride will find Dorian Butler, who finds Perkins. Perkins, deep 3 with Kiger on him. Can't get it. Body battles for a rebound and comes down with it. Puts his head straight up and finds his outlet man and Brian Wright. Holds up the play and finds Kiger on the wing. Spears to Body. Body will use a screen. Boyd underneath. Wright, pull-up jumper. Didn't have much space, didn't need much space, but off the mark on the shot as the loose ball will come down to San Bernardino. Good job getting back from San Marcos as they deny the fast break chance as Everett Turner once again turns around, hits a jumper, and looks directly into the Blue Crew section, which is the student section here at San Marcos, and Everett Turner will not be denied here tonight. Turner's got 9 of his team's 16 as Kiger falls to the ground. Three-pointer not going to matter as Perkins may have got away with one there, but the best three-point shooter on the team, Tyson Kiger, does not miss. Bangs another one home as Kiger came in shooting 60% from three-point land here this season as he hits his first. San Marcos up 34-16 as it's Turner getting into the hands of Perkins. Butler finding McBride. Turner wanting it, goes around his back. Can't finish near the basket. Body falling away, still keeps his pivot foot, loses a couple defenders, and brings the crowd to their feet as he somehow dances his way out of that one. He'll use a screen from Spears. Kiger, ball fake to his right, took it left, now goes around his back, and now draws a foul from Kaleem Perkins. With the foul, it'll be 1-1 for San Marcos. Tyson Kiger will go to the line. Kiger, an 89% free throw shooter this season. He's missed just once as he has gone 8 for 9 from the charity stripe this season. His good shooting continues. He hits the first, earns a second. And it's been all Cougars and great shooting here in the first half, up 35-16. Trying to take care of business over San Bernardino here in the conference home opener as Kiger will go 2 for 2 from the stripe. Again, San Marcos, after dropping the season opener against Biola, then rattled off 4 straight before dropping the conference opener at Humboldt State. They had their hands full. Humboldt State, a very good club this year, returned a number of players from a team last year that did extremely well for Humboldt State. Not to mention the tough trip it is from San Marcos to Humboldt. In total, it takes almost about a full day between flights and driving to Humboldt. A good environment to play a game. They get a good crowd. And San Marcos came up short in that one, but here leading it by 20 in the first half as Boyd will hit the first. Joe Boyd continues to lead all scorers here tonight. He has 12. They've also gotten 6 from Josh Spears and 5 from Tyson Kiger. As Spears, an offensive rebound, trying to separate, find some space, a wide open right, finds Boyd, and a two-handed jam for Joe Boyd. What a finish inside from Cal State San Marcos. Tremendous ball movement and the big-time finish from Joe Boyd. And San Marcos up big, 39-16. As McBride with body all up on him. Finally able to find some help, and Sam Byrne trying to finally start their offense with 7 on the shot clock. A spin from Turner, in control, kicks it outside. Ramon Eaton with 1 on the shot clock, wanting a foul, didn't get it. Outstanding 30 seconds of defense from San Marcos as they'll set up. And it'll be a timeout on the floor for Cal State San Marcos as the Cougars will have the chance at the final shot of the first half, as it has been all San Marcos up big, up 23, 39-16. So out of the timeout, 15 seconds remaining as San Marcos will have the final shot of the first half. We'll see when they want to get the offense started. They put the play in motion. It'll be 4 on the game clock. A drive from Body, falling to the ground, picked up from right, has time, hits it at the buzzer. Bingo, three-pointer, Brian Wright in a perfect way to go into the break, in an exceptional first half for Cal State San Marcos as they got out to an early big lead and have Welcome back. Start of the second half. San Marcos has been all over the Coyotes of Sam Byrne as they lead at 42-16 here to start the second half. Cal State San Marcos shot 48.4% from the field, and now it's Ethan Alvano as well as Phil Reed getting tangled up under the basket. And Ethan Alvano having a quick chat with Mr. Reed under the hoop. It'll be free throws upcoming for Kaleem Perkins. Went just 1 of 5, or excuse me, Perkins went 1 of 6 from the field in the first half. A slow start for Perkins as they were led offensively from Everett Turner with 9 points. He went 4 of 9 from the field. Also had a rebound in 17 minutes as the Coyotes of San Bernardino shot just 21.2% from the field. It was a dismal first half for the Coyotes, but got to applaud the effort on the defensive side of the ball for Cal State San Marcos as they shot near 50%. They were even better from three-point land, 6 of 10 from the perimeter as Powis drives, can't get it to fall, and Perkins quickly back the other way. Perkins one-on-one with Boyd, uses a contact, puts it in, and Kaleem Perkins has gotten the scoring started here in the second half for San Bernardino as he'll go to the line and try and complete the three-point play here with 19:15 left. So it'll be Alvano, Powis, Boyd, Spears, and Kiger, the starting 5 on the floor for San Marcos as Alvano peels around a screen. Kiger has it, dribble drive, goes between his legs, slips through a couple defenders, and will slow it down and kick it out to Alvano. Just walks into a deep 3. Alvano too strong, a rebound pulled down from San Bernardino, and quickly back the other way. As Sam Byrne on a bit of a run here to start the second half as Powis disrupts the shot and the loose ball comes down to Alvano as he quickly runs the floor. Pass just a tad out in front of Spears as he had to readjust himself to make the play. And Alvano will reset the offense, 15 on the shot clock. Powis backing down his man, spins and puts it in the left hand, nothing there. And San Marcos has gone scoreless here to open up the second half. They've missed their first 3 shots. Nearly 2 minutes in. No points to start this second half for San Marcos. Important to not get complacent with this lead as Nick Powis blocks the shot. Reed steals it right back, and now the two get tangled up under the basket. And yet another ticky-tack foul called on Nick Powis, who is not happy with the officiating here tonight. But Nick Powis did a great job initially defensively. Forced a bad shot, a block, and then was committed a foul. So there'll be shots coming for Phil Reed. Reed will hit the first point of the night for Phil Reed, as Nick Powis now with 3 fouls is going to check out. And it's going to be Dayton Body coming in for San Marcos. Reed misses a second, goes 1 for 2 from the line, but Ramon Eaton, offensive rebound, and now goes up and under, reverse layup for Ramon Eaton, and Sam Byrne off to a bit of a run here. An 8-0 run from the Coyotes to open up the second half, and it's going to be a timeout called from B.J. Foster and San Marcos, and the Cougars going to have to wake up. An 8-0 run by the Coyotes, 42-24, timeout on the floor. Out of the timeout, 17:44 remaining, as it'll be Alfano holding it for San Marcos. He'll use a screen from Spears, who tries to pop out. Will have it, find Body, quickly peels around. And it'll be 6 on the shot clock. Alfano going to have to find somebody, finds Boyd, who releases an air ball, and quickly coming back the other way is Kaleem Perkins. Slips through a couple defenders, runs over Ethan Alfano, and charged for the offensive foul as Kaleem Perkins, a bit out of control, erratically worked his way down the key. And a good job setting the feet in the right position. Ethan Alfano will take the charge. And a foul called to Kaleem Perkins. It'll be his second personal. Again, it's an 8-0 run here to open up the second half from San Bernardino, as San Marcos has yet to hit a shot here in the second half. Near 3 minutes in, as Spears will find Body for the starting 5 on the floor for San Marcos. Alfano, deep 3, had to alter his shot, and Spears battles for the loose ball. Phil Reed will come up with the loose ball and brought up the floor from Sam Byrne. Good job from Kiger. Just sticks a paw in there and knocks it out of the way. So it'll be an inbound pass, 16:50 to play. Everett Turner, crossover dribble. Euro step, takes it in the key. Can't finish, but a good move from Everett Turner. As it'll be Ethan Alfano. Alfano with Kiger wanting it. Kiger got it. Found Boyd, who finds a cutting Spears. Good ball movement near the perimeter. Kiger thought about a deep 3, put it on the floor for a better shot. Can't hit it. Long outlet pass to Reed. Turner will have it, uses a screen, goes around his back and takes it baseline. Finds Kaleem Perkins. Step back 3 from Perkins, well short. Reed tried to make the play on the air ball, but unable to do so, out of bounds, as Kaleem Perkins hears the air ball chants from the crowd here inside the Sports Center. And speaking of crowd, we're expecting a sellout on Saturday. Homecoming night here inside the Sports Center. Reminder, fans, head to csusmcougars.com/tickets and reserve your tickets today. As again, we are expecting a sellout against Chico State on Saturday, December 3rd. It'll be the defending CCAA champion Chico State Wildcats coming to town to take on San Marcos. Cougars, before we get there, hoping to take care of business against Sam Byrne. A drive from Spears, the foul, and a chance at the three-point play. An aggressive play from Josh Spears, and he's rewarded with a chance of going to the free throw line. But we're going to have a media timeout on the floor before that. So out of the timeout, Josh Spears hits the free throw, completes the three-point play, and a 45-24 lead for San Marcos as it'll be brought up the floor by San Bernardino. Again, the Coyotes opened up to an 8-0 lead, an 8-0 run coming into this second half as Butler regains possession after it slipped out of his hands. And now a strong move, puts it off the glass, and a good finish. As it'll be Ethan Alvano, Dayton Body, Tyson Kiger, Joe Boyd, and Josh Spears as it's a drive from Alvano. Had some contact, no whistle, and a missed shot from Alvano as it's Colleen Perkins once again running the floor. Leaves it outside. Brown will slow it down, 20 on the shot clock. A bounce pass inside. Dorian Butler tried to quickly make a spin move and go around Joe Boyd. And now with a tussle for the ball, a couple players getting tangled up. And it's going to be Sam Byrne rewarded with the timeout call. Half the coaching staff was on the court as well as a couple players before a call was even made. So out of the timeout, it's a three sent up from Eli Brown. And Eli Brown, who came in a 56% three-point shooter, hits one here with 14:40 left to play, 45-29. For Brown, those are points 3, 4, and 5 on the night. A spin move from Body, leaves it up, can't finish as it rims in and out, but a strong move from Dayton Body, who quickly lost his defender, but unable to finish as Brown holds his pivot foot, finds Perkins, a drive, hangs in the air, nothing there, but a late whistle. Will be a foul charge to Cal State San Marcos, and it'll be a foul called on Josh Spears. For Spears, that'll be his first personal foul here tonight. Perkins has gone 4 of 5 from the free throw line tonight as he misses the first. They have one more upcoming as they trail by 16, 45-29. Perkins will have one more shot. Makes the second. He'll go 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And now it'll be Ethan Alvano along with Joe Boyd, Body, Brian Wright, who just checked in. As Alvano, nifty with the ball handles, goes around his back, loses his defender, but finds Body. A drive from Kiger, but going to have a foul before that. As this foul will be charged to Nolan Kelly. Kelly played 3 minutes in the first half as he plays his first minutes here of the second half. Nolan Kelly, younger brother of professional baseball player Joe Kelly. A transfer from Cypress College, a junior here at Sam Byrne, averaging about 3.5 points a game. As it's Brian Wright, bounce pass to Kiger. Good ball movement from San Marcos, slipping inside. Body uses the contact, puts it in, but it's going to be a foul charge before then. Offensive foul to Dayton Body, who again quickly attacks the basket. We saw it on the last offensive possession. He was unable to finish. And here, this trip down the floor, he commits the foul. And again, San Marcos leading by just 15. Sam Byrne has been much better here in the second half. Again, they shot just 21% in the first half from the field. You figured something had to change, as you don't figure a team to shoot just about 20% the entire night. As they have figured it out here in the second half, they've creeped into the lead. San Marcos had a 26-point lead going into halftime. It's dwindled down to 15 as they have been awful here shooting in the second half as Nolan Kelly's deep three off the mark and out of bounds will be an inbound pass for San Marcos. Again, it's easy to get complacent, leading by 26 at half. But San Marcos needing an eye-opener here in the second half, get back to what they were doing so well in the first half. It was defense turning into offense. His body is slapped on his way up, kisses it off the glass, and a strong finish from Dayton Body, as the last 3 trips down the floor have all been worked through the big man, Dayton Body. And this time he uses the contact to finish and will head to the line. A chance at the 3-point play for Dayton Body. And for Body, he's now got 4 hard-fought points with a free throw upcoming and 12:54 to play. Body sinks his only free throw, completes the 3-point play. Body's now with 5 in the game as Alvano will go up high over a screen. San Marcos remains in man defense as Everett Turner peels around the screen and now kicks it out to McBride, and a 3-pointer for Blake McBride. San Bern hit just 1 3-pointer in the first half. They've hit a couple here in the second half and trail it once again by 15, 48-33. San Marcos looks for some off-ball movement, trying to get Body involved once again, working hard down low. But Boyd's pass was tipped and out of bounds. Inbound pass to Alvano. Has it with Turner on him. Drives with the left hand. The floater from Alvano not there. Body tips it in the air. No help. And San Marcos going to have to get back defensively, as Everett Turner will slow it down. It'll be 20 on the shot clock. 11:55 left on the game clock. As Turner once again in no hurry. Will get it back. Uses a screen. Bounce pass to McBride. And McBride got doubled and found an open Everett Turner, who makes him pay. And the 3-point shooting starting to get going now for San Bern. A good find from Blake McBride, who was doubled. And a nifty bounce pass found Everett Turner, who got one to circle home. And a 3-pointer for Everett Turner makes it just an 12-point score. A good pick and roll as Boyd tried to put the shot up, put it back on the floor. San Bern wanting a travel. San Marcos will get a foul, as it'll be charged to Ramon Eaton. It'll be a timeout on the floor. It'll be San Marcos basketball when we come back. So out of the timeout, just a 12-point lead for San Marcos, thanks in large part to just 6 points here in the second half for the Cougars, as they scored 42 first-half points, and they have been outscored to this point 20-6 in the second half, as they just can't buy a bucket. Spears off the mark, rebound San Bern, and it'll be Everett Turner. Turner will get it to the hands of Ramon. McBride, 3-pointer, well off the mark. Spears will grab down a rebound. But again, San Marcos went in after the first half, leading 42-16. They've been outscored 20-6 here in the second half and leading at 48-36. A jump stop from Wright, can't hit, tipped in, Joe Boyd. And it's been a quiet second half here for Joe Boyd after doing it all in the first half. He tips in points 15 and 16 here tonight. But again, credit the Coyotes of San Bern. They have been a tale of two halves. Awful. I mean, absolutely terrible in the first half, as they shot 21%. They went just 7 for 33 from the field in the first half. And here in the second half, they are shooting 46%. They've also got it going from the three-point line, as Everett Turner, right on cue, hits another one, and Everett Turner adds 3 more for San Bern. And Everett Turner leads all scorers for San Bernardino now with 15 points. As Turner trying to keep his club in it, 52-39. Sam Byrne hit just one three-pointer in the first half. That's already their fourth here in the second. As Boyd has it at the elbow, kicks it out to Spears. Drives, finds Boyd, but we're going to have a foul before then as Dorian Butler takes the charge. And it's a charging foul called on Josh Spears. So Spears is charged for the foul. It'll be his second personal. Both teams have done a great job taking care of the basketball here tonight. Just 3 turnovers for San Marcos, 4 on the other end for Sam Byrne. San Marcos has outscored the Coyotes 16-12 in the paint, thanks in large part to Joe Boyd. San Marcos comes in averaging just under 82 points a game, and now Ethan Alvano going to be charged for the foul. Looked like a clean slide of the feet from Ethan Alvano. He was right there step for step, but going to be charged for the foul.
That's the 7th team foul. We'll have Brown at the line, shooting 1-1.
So after the third personal for Ethan Alvano, he'll check out, and it'll be Dayton Body checking in for Cal State San Marcos. First free throw is good. And it'll be one more shot for Eli Brown. Brown's played well tonight, 6 points in 11 minutes. As he has his second free throw upcoming. Misses, battled, loose ball will come out to Josh Spears. As Brown goes 1 of 2 from the stripe, a 12-point lead for San Marcos with 8:50 left to play. 52-40 as Boyd gets it down low. Putting it to the ground was Body right there. Can't clean up the mess. McBride grounds the rebound and quickly comes back the other way. Brown left-handed, rattles it home, and San Marcos just has absolutely no answer for the Coyotes here in the second half. And the Cougars going to have to get something going and get it going quickly. A 26-point lead at halftime is down to 10. So it's going to be a foul called on Blake McBride. It'll be the second foul on Blake McBride. It'll be the second team foul on Sam Byrne as Kiger is fouled on the jump shot and will go to the line. A chance at the three-point play as Everett Turner got a piece of his hand after he released it, altered the shot, and Kiger will go to the line to shoot one. Kiger hits the free throw as he does so often, completes the unconventional three-point play, and will make it a 13-point lead, 55-42. And San Marcos just trying to hang on here against Sam Byrne. Expected a much better second half, but didn't expect this as Boyd, good defense. Phil Reed just muscles his way down, backs down his defender, and a good finish from Phil Reed. As Reed now has 3 points in the game as Brian Wright trying to get some space around Eli Brown. Joe Boyd, entry pass down low. Body had to battle for it and now goes up, gets fouled. And once again, it's Blake McBride committing the foul, and Dayton Body will go to the line to shoot two. But we're going to have a timeout on the floor before we get there. 7:42. So out of the timeout, free throws for San Marcos. His Body will hit the first. He'll have one more coming. Dayton Body now 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists in 21 hard-played minutes for the senior. As Body nothing but net on both free throws. He's worked it back to a 13-point lead for San Marcos, 57-44. Again, the Cougars dropped the conference opener on the road at Humboldt State, trying to even up that conference record at a win and a loss, as Everett Turner once again just drains a three. San Marcos, no answer for Mr. Turner. That's his 6th made field goal of the night. He's got 15 for Sam Byrne. He leads all scorers tonight for both teams, as Wright will find Spears. Looking for help, gets it to Kiger. Brian Wright letting the offense in motion. As it'll be Kiger with 6 on the shot clock. A deep three, and this late at night, the bank is open. Tyson Kiger uses the glass and bounces one in. A three-pointer for Kiger, and quickly back the other way, Eli Brown will drive to the hoop. A foul committed from San Marcos. And Eli Brown to the line, shooting 2. San Bernardino 3-1 this season. The Coyotes on a 3-game winning streak, as they have wins against Concordia of Irvine, Academy of Art, and St. Martin's, as they're in their first conference game of the year. As Kiger will come out, it'll be Ethan Alvano checking back in for the Cougars. Sam Byrne came in with 4 players averaging double-digit scoring. Kaleem Perkins leads all scorers with 16.3. And here tonight, Perkins has just 9. Phil Reed, 12.3. San Marcos has done a tremendous job on the Sam Byrne big man to just 3 points here this evening, as Body will leave it for Spears. Quickly to Boyd. Boyd wide open underneath, gets it from Spears and finishes with 2 hands. A good looking play from San Marcos, as Boyd set the screen, rolled, and got himself under the basket and left wide open. A good find from the big man, Josh Spears. And a 62-48 lead for San Marcos. Cross-court pass from Brown. In the corner, Turner going to work. Quick spoon move, got around Wright. But Brian Wright going to be called for the foul. It'll be Wright's first personal. Blake McBride and Dorian Butler, the other 2 Coyotes, averaging double digits this year. As Jeff Oliver, 15th season as head coach of Cal State San Bernardino. It was a close game the last time and only time these 2 sides met up last year, as San Marcos defeated the Coyotes 86-80 at home in the only contest between the 2 sides. As the Cougars trying to stay perfect here at home, they've gone a perfect 2-0 here to break in the Sports Center, trying to make it 3. As it'll be Ethan Alvano breaking the press and bringing it up the floor. Has Spears and Boyd both setting a screen. A drive from Alvano, and now it's a foul called on Eli Brown. That'll be the second foul on Eli Brown. So Alvano will hit the first, the 1-and-1. After he hits the first, we'll let him shoot another. 13-point lead for San Marcos, 63-50. With another free throw to Alvano. Off the mark, rebound to Everett Turner, who very nearly rolled his ankle there, grabbing the rebound. As it's in the hands of McBride. Been quite the showing from Everett Turner in that first half. He was primarily about the only one generating any sort of offense for the Coyotes, and he has carried that over here to the second half. 20 points for Everett Turner here this evening for San Bernardino. And now Joe Boyd's going to be called for the foul. Joe Boyd's second personal. As Dorian Butler will go to the line. 10th team foul for San Marcos. Will be 2 shots from here on out for San Bernardino as Butler hits the first. Cougars coming off a week where they went 1-1. They took down San Diego Christian 104-69, the only game the Cougars have scored over 100 this season. They come in averaging 81.5 points per game. With 5:34 remaining here, they got 63 on the board now. San Marcos cruised by San Diego Christian with that 104-69 win. 5 Cougars scored in double digits in that game, as Tyson Kiger led CSUSM with a game as well as career high 24 points for the senior. He went 7 for 9 from the three-point line as Body loses his footing, regains his dribble, and finds Brian Wright. 10 on the shot clock. Wright will use a screen from Spears, a drive, kicks it out to Boyd. Boyd finds Alvano, but it's going to be a whistle and a foul before that. Brian Wright called for the charge as he drove and tried to kick it out. He's called for the foul, and it'll be possession here to the Coyotes, 63-51. You look at Kiger here tonight. He's gone just 1 of 5 from the three-point land here this evening. Talking with head coach B.J. Foster as this season goes along, he is plenty okay with Josh Spears and or Tyson Kiger having close to 10 three-pointers a game. As you got to figure those type of shooters will get more to knock down than not. And here's one. Spears from the corner. Off the mark. Boyd tips it, keeps possession. Wright bodies himself. He kicks it out, and the loose ball picked up from McBride. San Marcos again. A number of good looks underneath, just can't finish. And it's Everett Turner matched up with Josh Spears. Inside, Brian Wright takes the charge. Good job from Brian Wright. The matchup definitely in favor of San Bernardino. The larger man in Ramon Eaton had the smaller defender, Brian Wright. But Brian Wright did all he could. Takes on the bigger man, takes the charge, and earns back possession for Cal State San Marcos here with 4:12 left to play. And what looked like a possible blowout kind of night for San Marcos. 26-point lead at half. They held San Bern to under 22% from the field, but here in the second half, it has been a completely different story. San Bern is putting it to Cal State San Marcos. They got within 12. That was the closest they made it, but a little bit of a run here for San Marcos has upped it right back to a 14-point lead, 65-51. Losing the handles is Perkins, and now a steal, and numbers coming back for San Marcos. Alvano leaves it for Body, and Body an easy 2, and Dayton Body has the last 4 for Cal State San Marcos, and the Cougars right back on track as they have separated the lead at the perfect time with 3:21 to play. That may have been the dagger. A steal from the Cougars in transit. Final score. San Marcos trying to fend off a final push here of San Bernardino. Again, a 26-point lead at halftime. It got as close as 12. But here with just about 3 left to play, it's back up to 16. And thanks to large part to Dayton Body, he has been great here in the second half. He's added much needed effort and energy on the floor for Cal State San Marcos. And Dayton Body has gone 4 of 6 from the field, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, as he has played in 26 minutes now off the bench for San Marcos. Game where the bench has played well for the Cougars. They have outscored San Bern 16-12. And you look at a couple players that have come off the bench. Dayton Body with 11 points. Brian Wright with 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. You also look at Cody Johnson. He's come off the bench and has played a couple big minutes here for San Marcos as Perkins and Body battle for a loose ball. And it's going to be in the hands of Cal State San Marcos. 4 of the 5 starters on the floor for the Cougars. The only one not Nick Powis. 2 of 6 from the field tonight. 4 points, 2 rebounds. He got himself in some early foul trouble. And only played 11 minutes here tonight, but also had a block and a steal in his time on the floor, as Alvano will use a screen from Boyd. Will slow it down. 13 on the shot clock. Spears back to Alvano. He'll isolate himself at the top. Double screen. Boyd waiting. Contact from Everett Turner. 4 on the shot clock. Turner a steal, but called for the foul. So Turner called for the foul. And it'll be his second. It'll be Alvano at the line. He'll have 2 free throws with the Coyotes in the bonus. He'll miss the first. Alvano will hit the second, goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. And Ethan Alvano in double digits yet again this season. He came in leading the team in scoring with 19 points a game. And here tonight he has 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists for San Marcos. A drive from Turner, and once again, Everett Turner will add 2 more. And this guard for Sam Byrne is having himself quite the evening. 22 now for Everett Turner. He leads all scorers, as Alvano is going to need some help. His body had to try and work his way back to help out Alvano. But Alvano is going to get bailed out on a foul committed from Sam Byrne. And now to be free throws for San Marcos. Ethan Alvano will have 2 more. Alvano, a 76% free throw shooter coming into tonight. He'll hit another one. He's gone 2 for his last 3. As he makes them both. Under 2 to play, 70-53. Things got tight here for San Marcos. Again, can't say it enough. Went into the break up 26. Things got as close as 12. As Sam Byrne couldn't get anything going in that first half. And came out with a much better game plan here against San Marcos in the second half. But Pierre is going to come up a little short, as their winning streak is shortly coming to an end, as San Marcos just a minute and 20 seconds away from getting back in the win column. Coming off a loss at Humboldt State. Now Alvano going to have to send up a prayer with 2 on the shot clock. Just misses, as Perkins will go around his back, drive, take it up the floor. Alvano was waiting to take the charge. It altered the shot of Perkins, who had to try and go around him. Unable to finish, and now San Marcos, with under a minute to play, will take just about every second off the shot clock here with 13. As Alvano will use the double screen. And it's going to be a shot clock violation on Cal State San Marcos. Alvano slaps it, tried to come up with a steal. With 20 on the game clock, Turner from the elbow will take it back out. Has Boyd, the larger defender, on him, and just too quick, blows right by him. And Everett Turner, a game-high 24 points, as we have a couple players now getting tangled up underneath the basket. Ethan Alvano, as well as Ramon Eaton, getting a bit chippy here with 12.6 left to play. Nolan Kelly stepped back, got in the air, and then found Eli Brown. as it's a steal from Dayton Body. We could have a big finish here. Dayton Body hammers it home right as the buzzer goes off. They're going to say no basket, but not going to matter.